Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Between Carlines. We are your hosts, Christie, Christina, and Jenna, and we are three moms trying to do life in the short daylight hours between Carlines. On today's episode, we hear from a surprise guest to defend Christie, go on a cheesy test drive with Jenna, and have a play date debate. So buckle up and enjoy the ride. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Between Carlines.
Hey!
We're a little unsure about this episode as it is pouring and thunderstorming outside.
Looking out the window.
It's like at Summer's little 2-year-old class. They go through the calendar and the Pledge of Allegiance, and then they're like, whoever's turn it is that day for the weather, she's like, all right, you're up. What's the weather like? And they run up to the step and look out the window. And then they're like, it's sunny, it's rainy.
Oh,
like, Jenna, run up to your step and tell us what the weather's like.
Can you hear it?
I heard thunder. Yeah, that was from
huge
so
lightning and big thunder.
All right, well, should we put it in reverse?
Yes, let's.
I think the best place to start is the very end of the last one, which will actually be the end of the mini-sode, when Jenna frantically ran out of the pod screaming, oh shit, gotta go. And we had no idea why she had to go.
In Jenna's defense, it normally takes us like a little over an hour to do an episode.
Yeah.
And that night we were just taking much longer time than normal.
I think we were just chatting so much after recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what happened on your end, Jenna?
At 10:10, I got a text from Joe, and it said Wyatt with a question mark. And I was like, at first I was like, what, is he not asleep? Like, what is happening? And then I was like, oh my God, he is not here in this house. Normally we have a discussion about who's going to pick him up, and we didn't. So Joe was here.
But it was 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And you were frantic, so you're like, he's at camp, and me and Christina are like, what camp goes till 10 p.m.?
It's a special one. So I like fly out of the house, and the master calls, and he already is an intimidating man. And I was like, hi, I'm on my way right now. He's like, okay, like he's really nice. He's just intimidating.
Yeah.
And so he's like, well, how long do you think? And I was like, 5 minutes. It normally takes longer than 5 minutes to get there, but I got there in 5 minutes. And
not breaking any laws.
No, none. I was like, faster, everybody move, move, move. There wasn't, not many people are out at that time, so we were okay. And I get there, and they're cleaning the mats, and they're still cleaning up. So thankfully nobody like had to wait longer, hopefully, for me to get there. But
right.
Yeah. So I don't recommend it. It kind of sucks. Not my best parenting move ever.
I'm surprised because you normally have so many alarms set, and so do I, because it's very easy to get sidetracked during your day, and then you got to do multiple kid pickups.
Mm-hmm. I will never not have one set. Like, from now on.
The alarms are key. Jenna, I don't remember if I sent you the footage of us after you left. Have you seen it yet? Or not yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay, all right. I think it'll be funny for you to watch us so confused after you left. Oh man!
But Wyatt was
I'm excited for that mini-sode.
He was so annoyed that I picked him up. He's like, I could have stayed longer, and like one of the directors was like, "No, buddy, you got to go home. Like, you got to go." So we came home, and then he was like, I'm starving. And I was like, you got to go to bed, dude. My adrenaline's pumping real hard. I need you to go to bed. I'm done.
Do they feed them at that parents' night out?
Yeah, they order pizza. But like he's hit and miss on
okay.
pizza. You never know. I usually feed him before he goes, but apparently I didn't do that either.
Thankfully, that's the one thing both my kids will eat.
Yeah.
But
So,
you can't have pizza for every meal, unfortunately.
No. So yeah, that was it. But my mom forgot me at school. She was at home. She was mowing the grass. She forgot all three of us and only realized it when the neighborhood kids got home and her kids were not home. And they had already called my grandmother and she was mortified. And so that was the first thing I told Wyatt. I was like, let me tell you about when grandma forgot me to make it better. I don't think
I feel like it happens to every mom at least once.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
It just, like, I'm glad.
That's actually what makes it so funny, you know, when it happens to someone else.
Like, we've been there for 5 years, so they know us. They're not like, yeah. And they're good. They weren't going to, like, kick him out there by himself at 10 o'clock. Thankfully. Maybe the next time, but not this time. Yeah.
Any other fun. Put it in reverse?
Oh, yeah. I got a couple things today. So I wanted to go back to you, Christie.
Oh, boy.
You know, misty-eyed on Main Street. I want to revisit. I want to revisit that. Because last episode you told everybody sometimes you go to Disney, you get misty-eyed on Main Street. And then you went this week with Grandpa. Yeah. And he hadn't been in a long time. So did either of you get misty-eyed on Main Street?
Oh, well, I didn't. Only because I've been going so often this year. And I was just like, I don't know. I can't be one of those relaxed people at Disney. I have to be like, all right, we got to get there before park opens. Then we got to be here. Then we got to do this.
Yeah.
So I was just focused on everything. No, I doubt Grandpa did. But I think he had a good time. Because he hadn't been since his kids were younger. A good time. Yeah.
So after that episode, we obviously couldn't commiserate with you because Jenna and I don't get misty-eyed on Main Street. So I put out a quasi-public plea to find people who do indeed get misty-eyed on Main Street.
Where did you put this? I didn't see it. You blocked me.
Obviously, we're blocked. I blocked both of you from it. I blocked both of you. But I do have a caller who's calling in right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
To talk about her experience with getting misty-eyed on Main Street. So I have her in the waiting room. I'm going to let her in. You can use half of your brain power to try to figure out who she is.
I already know.
We're going to talk to her about getting misty-eyed on Main Street. You think you know already?
I think I know.
I have no clue.
Who hit me with your guess, Jenna, because I'm interested.
Is it Kathy?
All right, let's see. We're gonna let them in right now. Hey, Cindy, are you there?
Hi.
All right.
Hey, it's Lindsay. Lindsay's gonna be on my side. I know this.
That was really quick.
Yeah, that was really quick. So Lindsay, I just told them that I put out a secret public plea to find people who also can tend to get misty-eyed on Main Street when they go to Disney World. So we just wanted you to tell your story and what you love so much about Disney World.
Well, definitely. Obviously, it's very personal for me because I grew up 30 minutes to the east of Disney, so I was there all the time as a kid, and my high school marching band played there. I was there in college. I had friends who worked there, so it just brings back a lot of nostalgia and memories for me. But I could live at a theme park and be perfectly happy.
That's cool that your marching band played there. And you just got rid of your passes, though. Is that right?
Yes, I like to take a break because then it makes me miss it.
Keeps the magic
alive.
I'm
with you, Lindsay. I'm with you.
I just need a break. I love theme parks, so as long as I have a pass for some theme park, I'm happy. So right now I'm SeaWorld, so.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have the Busch Gardens with it, or?
I don't, because well, I don't know. I don't tend to go to Busch Gardens as much. I think it's because I worked there. So
Are you working at the Horror Nights again, or whatever it's called?
Well, yes, I worked at Howl-O-Scream, and I'm not doing it again because I have to get up at 5 to teach. So working until 2 a.m. does not.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
But sometime in the future. But yeah, I like Disney.
I will say, I think like Universal's a good park. Like I like Universal, but Disney has that magic factor that other parks don't have.
Magical.
Well,
Lindsay,
I think they all have magic in their own way.
Lindsay, and you walk into Magic Kingdom and you walk on Main Street and you're smelling the smells from the confectionery. The music-dee-doo-dah, zippity-dang is playing. You see that castle and it just brings you back to your childhood.
It does,
and you just start tearing up.
Sure.
All the same, but Epcot. Walking around the world. I like Universal because Universal has better rides, I think. And I like their theming. It's a little more adult. Besides obviously Epcot.
All right, Lindsay can go now. Now I'm off of what she said.
All done.
They definitely do have the rides for the older crowd though at Universal. Their parking can't be beat.
Oh yeah, the people mover.
Yeah,
get you to the park faster. And shade.
The shade.
Yeah,
that's everything in Florida.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for calling in, Lindsay. We appreciate you. We just needed somebody who could understand Christie since we weren't doing it for her.
I understand you. I get it. Nope. I love it.
Thank you, Lindsay. Have a good night.
You too. Enjoy.
All right. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
I still stand by my guess of Kathy because I bet you anything she cries on Main Street too.
I'm going to ask her, but she wasn't hardcore enough for me.
Yeah, I would have never guessed you got Lindsay on the line until I heard her voice. Because I'm thinking, well, who do like all of us know?
No, but I put it out to everybody. Like, I didn't think it was even going to be somebody we all knew. I just thought it was going to be like a special guest that you guys wouldn't know who would commiserate with you. And then Lindsay popped in on there. But I had a few people. Like I had a couple backups and everything, you know.
So, like, what did you ask? Going to Disney, it reminds you.
I grew up going to Disney, and I don't cry on Main Street.
You don't have a heart, though, so neither of you.
That's rude.
I put looking for somebody who gets teary-eyed when walking into the Magic Kingdom to talk about it on the podcast. Are you that somebody? Also, I've blocked Christie and Jenna from seeing this post, so shut your mouth if you know them. And then I put this little, can you guys see? It's like, why are you so sad? And then that was it. And then I had 16 comments on it. So
and Lindsay's at SeaWorld currently, so she's
there right now.
That's what it sounded like. She said I'm at SeaWorld right now.
No, I
heard that she has passes to SeaWorld.
Oh, okay. I was like,
to get on the Manta.
Hold on, everybody.
No, but she loves theme parks.
She does.
If you were to ask me anyone who loves theme parks, I would name her for sure.
Yeah. And she made our intro and outro music. She's a musical genius.
Yeah, she is.
Her whole family
all of her children are also they're like is it the Partridges who they all sing and
yeah. That's funny. I haven't thought about them in a while.
They have a family band. It's awesome.
They have a family band even?
Well, like they get
like they all play music together and
they all play music
jam
together.
Sessions.
Yeah,
that's cool.
They do jam sessions.
All right, so moving on. I have a few more things to put in reverse. So that was the most exciting though. Okay. Zevia Cola, we talked about that last time. It has 45 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah.
Per can. So that's just information for the people.
What does a normal soda have?
I want to say like 30 something, but
I didn't. Not too much more.
I didn't delve that far into the research, so I don't know.
I don't have any soda here.
Well, I think, what is it when you're pregnant? They say no more than 100 milligrams per day.
I thought it was like 200, but that seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
That's a
100.
suggestion.
Well,
Jenna's like, I continue drinking morning and evening coffee.
You sure did. Not with
do you want to
Wyatt, 'cause
use
it
your
made me
children
sick.
as the poster children for
No,
drinking
look at
too
'em.
much coffee
Don't.
when you're pregnant?
Mm-mm. No,
Oh,
it should be
that's
a
too
warning.
funny.
We'll be on the warning poster for sure.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Let's see. All right, then another thing, the Common Bond game, you guys wanted me to tally up who won as I edited it, and I just gotta say, sorry, Jenna, but I did take the win on that one, 7-4.
I only got 4 right. Well, there's that.
I know. It seemed like so much more when we were playing it.
It did.
You probably would have gotten them all, just Christina was quicker to guess them than you.
I'm going to blame my internet. That's what I'm going to do.
Man. And then the last throwback is your sleep hacks, Jenna, talking about drinking coffee. Did you switch out the
No.
coffee for a banana? Even one day? Did you try it for a second?
No. I wasn't going to.
You
It wasn't
heard
even a
she
thought.
said, do as I say, not as I do.
She did, but then there was a moment where she pretended like we had convinced her.
Yeah.
And then like 30 seconds later, she was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So
No.
I was just wondering what way we finally...
She convinced me because I have not had any caffeine the past 2 days. And I've had the worst headaches because of it.
See?
And then the days prior, I switched from my mediums to smalls at my, like at Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. So
good job.
Have you enacted the banana trick?
No, I'll order some bananas and I'll try it for the next week, I guess.
All right. Fair enough. All right. That's all I got for Put It in Reverse. Ready to kick it into drive.
Who's up first? Well, we already talked about my weekly update. I went to Magic Kingdom. And the only thing I have to say about that is something pretty funny that my son said to me. So I only bring one stroller for summer because my son is 7 and he can walk himself. But it is a lot of walking, and then there's a lot of whining because his legs are tired. So he'll sit on the front with her. But he was sitting on the front and he was wiggling, and that thing is so hard to push because it's not meant for 2 kids to be on it. And so I said, Steven, if you're going to sit on the stroller, do not move around. You need to sit straight. And he turns around and looks at me and says, am I allowed to breathe and talk too?
I just can't imagine him being,
and my jaw dropped.
So come back, you know?
My jaw, it was so fat. He turned around. Am I allowed to breathe and talk too? I looked at Grandpa and I was like, did you just hear what he said to me?
He sounds like his father.
So good.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Steve was dying laughing when I told him about it when we got home. It was pretty funny. Yeah, that was it for me in my Magic Kingdom trip.
Jenna, what'd you do?
We went to the beach. We stayed at a place called the Postcard Inn. It was really fun. They have a great pool. Me and the little kid stayed at the pool, and the big kid and my husband went to the beach more. But I am still not tan, even though I spent 3 days in the sun. It's not surprising. And Joe's like,
do you put sunscreen and wear hats and stuff? Because you're not even sunburned.
I have spotches, like just like my leg. There's like just a big circle on my leg that's burned. But it's just when you're this pale, that's what you get. But my Italian husband, like, is just tan. It's so annoying. Like, I don't even know that he put any sunscreen on and he is tan. So good for him. And thankfully our kids tan a little bit. So they did pretty good, but it was fun. It was nice. It was nice to get away for a little bit.
Who all went?
We went, my mom and 2 of Joe's business partners went with their families.
Oh, fun.
That's fun.
And they have this, like, why can't I think of the words? Like a big, like, Jeep thing that they can drive with a remote control. Like, it's big over, like you could ride in it if you were a little kid. Like a Power Wheels.
Power Wheels?
Yep, that's where we're going. And they fill it with ice cream, and they walk around with ice cream sandwiches and pass them out to everybody at 2:00. It's the best time.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
so everybody get
cute.
excited
That's
for 2:00.
nice, yeah.
But it was good. We had fun. How about you, Christina? What have you been up to?
Oh, not much. We've been sick, so laying low. I think my PSA for the world is if you don't want to have somebody in your house sick at all times, stop at 2 kids. Because the third kid really tips the scales and makes the illnesses stretch out so far. So every time one kid gets sick, we're in it for a few weeks, I feel like, till we're clear again.
Yeah,
but
they just
we're
keep
getting to the
passing
end. We're getting to the end now, hopefully. So
Yeah.
that's my week. Literally nothing else to add.
Poor
Jen
guy.
and I went to Urban Air today, but
yeah, it's not as much fun when you
there's
got that
not really
little kid
much
with a
to talk about.
pass.
Oh yeah, were you bouncing and jumping, Jenna?
Well, I'm not
No,
jumping
we did
anywhere.
not need to get passes.
It was like, well, when it's just like me and Frankie and Wyatt, I bounce a little bit, but not trying to pee my pants either.
I bounced for like a second, but the kids were all over the place. Like they'd be on the trampolines, then they want to go to that little playground area, then they'd want to go to the foam pit.
Yeah.
But you cannot beat the like membership where you get a snack and slice of pizza every time you go. Because like we fed the kids lunch.
Yeah, you always have a meal there.
And then left.
And it's cheaper per month than it is to go one time without a pass.
Yeah.
Like, it's, I don't know who's in charge of their mathing, but somebody made a boo-boo somewhere because it doesn't add up at all.
It's like a gym membership. They count on people just not coming, like forgetting that they have the subscription.
And really, it doesn't hurt them at all if you come or you don't come. You know, it's just one more kid if you come.
We did forget one thing on Put It in Reverse, our t-shirts.
Oh,
t-shirts.
We talked about on the last episode, Jenna made us these awesome 4th of July t-shirts. So we're wearing them. They say on the front with a little ship, like So Long London. Okay, Christina, you have a game for us?
I've got a game for us, yeah. I'm going with another Jimmy Fallon because I can't get enough of him. All his games are good. All his games are so good. So this game is called the Think Fast Questions game.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Is anyone familiar?
No.
Okay, cool. Just stay away from Jimmy Fallon so you'll never know any of my games in advance, okay? So, this game, I am going to ask you a list of questions, right? One question at a time. And you're going to answer them as fast as you can. There's no right or wrong answers. It's just as fast as you can, okay? And then there's going to be a lightning round at the end where it's one question for each of you. We go back and forth, one question, okay? Okay, so who wants to go first?
Jenna.
What's the point? Like, what? How do you win this? Whoever answers the most? Like, what is the goal here?
The goal is just to make you laugh. That's the goal.
Okay.
There's not really a win. It's not really a win-lose of this game, I would say. Everyone's a winner in this game.
Come on, Sam Samuel Seuss. Give us all you got.
I got this.
All right, you ready, Jenna?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Who was the man?
Him.
What do you want for your birthday?
Stuff.
How do you say seahorse in German?
Horse of the sea.
What smells a little funky?
Christie.
How heavy was the downpour?
Big.
Can I get a hug?
No.
All right. Okay, Christy, I think you could beat her. I thought there were no winners, but I think you could beat her.
I don't get it. I'm not smart enough for this.
Okay, but I need to close my eyes.
Okay, get into character. You ready?
Okay.
Why were you chewing on that naked meerkat?
Because it tasted good.
Sing your favorite pizza topping.
Pepperoni.
What are birds made of?
Tweed.
You sure she's winning?
What can I buy for $1?
Anything at the dollar store.
Nope.
Tell me a secret. Just the first thing. It's the first thing that pops to your mind. Oh. What was Taylor Swift's first word?
Dada.
All right, we're going to
We
try
have to do that
again. Jenna,
again?
you ready?
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm so ready.
Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah. Okay. Jenna, why did you steal the eggs?
Because they were good.
Why does it do this so much?
It just does.
Where are the children hiding?
At karate.
Why are you so great?
I don't know.
Make up a song name.
She's here.
How small is the small tot?
Tiny.
All right, Christy, you ready?
I feel like she's using our answers and is going to make like a Mad Libs or something with it.
Oh.
Oh, no.
geez.
AirPod down.
Yeah, she's something's going on here.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is
Jenna.
the point of this thing? Like, what is it? I don't get it. I'm going to watch all Jimmy
She's
Fallon on the
using these
TikTok.
answers for something.
When we least expect it, she's going to be like, let's put it in reverse. Remember when I asked you about the tiny tot? And your answer wasn't smart? Yeah, I remember that. I'm just waiting.
Christy, you ready? I can hear you guys loud and clear now.
Okay.
Close your eyes, Christy.
Okay, Christy. What? Yeah, get in character. What's the most dangerous thing to eat?
Nails.
Yell any first name.
Thomas.
What did you text to Rachel?
Where's Ross?
What is a horse trying to say when it neighs?
Hello.
Who wants to look at theirself?
Me.
Show me your surprised face. Okay, yeah, see, that's how it's supposed to go. You just... All right. This is the back and forth round, so we'll do like Jenna, then Christy, then Jenna, then Christy.
Okay.
Okay? Jenna, which contest did you win?
The big one.
What's Dirks Bentley doing right now?
Playing with his kids.
What if they walked all the way to Florida?
They'd be tired.
Who touched my crumpet?
It was James.
How do lawyers like to relax?
By reading.
Is it from Spaceballs?
Always.
Where's the 5th grade dance this year?
At the mall.
What's under my desk?
A fart machine.
Why'd you get banned from using Uber?
I forgot to pay.
All right, so that's the end of the game, but that really is the game. He just asks ridiculous questions. But the way I got my questions was I just sat around listening to my kids have conversations with each other, and then I wrote down their questions. So some of those were not from them, but a lot of them were just random things that my kids said throughout the day. Like, was it from Spaceballs? You know? Anyway, so it's just a...
So you don't even use these answers for anything?
No, there's
Oh,
no
man.
gig. No, I don't use them for anything. It's just
I
just
thought
to
it was
loosen
going to
you
go
up.
into a Mad Libs.
No, but now I feel like I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do something with them.
Yeah, because they were good.
So good.
Yeah, so amazing. We really nailed that one. I think
Who's
it's me.
up next?
It's a me. Welcome to Test Drive, friends. Today it's all
Did
about
you think of your
Christie's...
jingle?
Yeah, welcome to Test Drive, friends. That's what I got. I don't.
Test Drive with Jenna.
Oh.
On Between
Wow.
Carlines.
Yay. So today's test drive is all about Christie's favorite food, also known as cheese.
Chicken tenders? Oh.
No, cheese.
Oh. All right,
So-
let me know when you're done and I'll come back.
It's all good. Most more focused on blocks of cheese because they're superior than the grated cheese. So don't look at me like that, Christy.
Do you always know what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
You should always buy
a
the
lot of people
blocks
do prefer blocks of cheese. Yeah.
because the already grated cheese has flour and other chemicals on it, so it doesn't stick back together in the bag. So you're taking that out. You could get yourself a fun little grater like this. We grate our own cheese here. We just attach it and it just spits it out right there. And it's great. It melts better.
Just like at the Olive Garden.
Yeah, we do have one of those little handheld Parmesan ones too. But it's better for you to grate your own cheese. Like when you make like macaroni and cheese for the holidays,
it's called
like
Kraft.
No,
I crock pot it, so I just throw it all in that crock pot and it grates itself.
Also known as melting. So some other ways that I found that people are now cutting their cheese is they are using
Who cut the cheese?
you. They use a pizza
my kids
cutter.
were saying that literally today.
I'm surprised that wasn't a question in that game. Who cut the cheese?
Should have been. It should have been. Oh, sorry, Jenna. Okay, what about the pizza cutter?
It's okay. So people are using a pizza cutter to cut their blocks of cheese. And
Okay.
I watched a TikTok. It does look a lot better than trying to cut it with a knife. But really, you can cut it with a knife. I also saw another hack where the regular cheese grater, like the old school one, if it's like crumbling your cheese, if you put a little Pam on it, like a little spray, like cooking oil, that it makes it glide and shreds your cheese better. So really, I guess this hack is all about shredding your cheese and cutting
a lot of cheese shred.
And then the last thing is people are using like a potato peeler to cut cheese. And I don't think that that's a hack for me because that looks like more work than just grating your cheese with the cheese grater.
Yeah.
So that's where it's at. Get this little thing.
And is it true that you can go to Olive Garden and they sell them there? Because I saw that on TikTok.
Yeah, like the little one where they push down on the cheese and it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
saw
can buy
someone
them on
go to
Amazon.
Olive Garden and buy it there.
Yeah, they sell them on the Zon. I think they're pretty cheap.
Yeah, I have one from the Zon. You just put it in hot water and the cheese melts off. I just watched it because we
use soap. Oh my
do.
gosh. How
you don't wash the out.
disgusting.
That would be gross, but I do use soap. But I also put it in hot water so the cheese comes off. So get yourself a cheese grater, friends. Done. Welcome back from the test drive.
Love it. Okay, let's get into some Florida moms. All right, so today is brought to you by Reddit. So this is a mom posting on here, and she says, my son wanted to have some friends over. He's 16. I told him that he had to pay me $80 so I could have money to buy extra food for them. He got mad at me and stormed off. He invited them over and they just finally left. I went to his room asking for $60 since they only stayed for 3 meals. Last night's dinner, breakfast, and lunch. Today's dinner was part of his birthday party, so they didn't get charged. He started to yell at me how unfair it is. I asked my husband what he thought. This is my son's first time having friends over. He usually just goes to other friends' house. He recently made new friends, and my husband agreed with me and also went to ask my son for the money. When he went in, my son acted to be sleeping, so my husband just left. My son's father just texted me going off. Now I'm worried I did something wrong.
Yeah, you did.
That was hard to read because the grammar was bad, but...
Wait,
I
can I
can't
do a quick
imagine-
summary to make sure I understood that?
Yeah.
Okay, so the son is inviting his brand new friends over for the first time he's ever had any friends over.
For his
And the
birthday
mom-
is what it seems.
For his birthday, and the mom wants him to pay for the food the friends ate.
Yes, correct.
Does it say how old
That's
this kid is?
terrible.
16.
I don't even
16.
care how old he is.
But
Like, if
this
he was, like,
also
30.
goes along. There's been a lot of uproar on social media lately about parents asking other parents for money when their kids come over for play dates. And I feel like this kind of falls into that category.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Making your own son pay to have his friends over. That's
No,
mean.
that's
That's like you don't
insane.
want him to have any friends.
Yeah. That's why he does. That's why he's never brought friends
That's
over.
terrible.
Is because obviously she's Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I would go live with my dad.
Yeah.
That's terrible. And he's at the age where he could probably push for that and make it happen too.
I feel like $60 is also a lot for a 16-year-old.
They do eat a lot, but
well, I'm just saying, like, he doesn't just have $60 in a bank account, probably.
Right. Yeah, like that's probably a whole day's work for him.
Yeah.
Does he,
you know, once you take out taxes.
When he goes to his other friends' houses, is he paying to be there too? Like,
no. Well, I kind of took that part out, but she said when he goes to his rich friends' houses. I don't know.
Wow.
This mom's a piece of work.
I just like, how does your brain get there to like think that that's normal and okay?
I don't know. I don't know. That's insane. I wonder if her parents made her do that when she was that age. I don't know. I mean, maybe they don't have a lot of money, and she was like, you can have friends over, but you're going to have to help pay because we can't afford to feed. I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe that's where her mind went with it.
And her husband agreed with her?
Yeah, but it sounds like the husband isn't the kid's dad. Maybe the stepdad. Because then
he probably just wanted her to be quiet, and he was like, okay, fine, I'll go ask.
Yeah.
She sounds like a real winner.
That's terrible. I feel bad for her son. That's not right.
I think that was all of the comments were pretty much saying that.
Yeah. That just makes me sad, actually, for him. That's terrible.
So what do you think about the parents asking other parents for money when their kids come over for a play date?
I think that's crazy.
That's a hard no for me. I think if you don't want to have to pay for snacks or whatever when you have kids over for a play date, then you don't invite kids over for a play date. Like,
yeah, agree.
That's crazy.
But some of the things out there, it was like, because they like sat on the furniture and furniture usage or something, it was $2.
I think some of it is like meant to be funny, like making fun of other, like some of them I've seen, like there's no way this is real. There's way somebody sent this Venmo request for whatever amount. Like I think some of it's like meant to be funny, but I think there's probably also people that really do it.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
I do think there's some trolls out there, but Christy, I think we kind of talked about it for a second one day, and I sent you a post from somebody I knew. And I don't remember what it said now, but like it I think it had legit happened where somebody had asked her for money for having her kid over for a play date.
Yeah, that's nuts. I mean, I remember growing up, I had a friend, like she would come with us everywhere. And I think like her parents would offer, like, oh, if we were going to the movies, they would offer to give my mom some money for that. Like, that's different though.
Yeah.
And especially not telling them ahead of time, because from the ones I've seen, it's been after the play date where the mom is like, oh, by the way, I sent you a Venmo request for $10 because she had some goldfish and
that's like used some pre-approved
art supplies. People are crazy.
I could see it if you're taking them to like out somewhere, but that would again be something that you talked about in advance, you know, like we're going to XYZ, you know, if you want to pay their admission, I'm glad to take them along, kind of a thing. But having someone at your house and asking for them to reimburse you for goldfish is just nuts.
I just wouldn't invite people over. If I couldn't afford goldfish, I wouldn't be inviting people over. Or I would say, hey, you want to come over and play? Bring some snacks.
Right.
Like, people are ballsy.
That they are. Well, that's my segment.
Are you guys ready for Drunk in the Trunk?
Yeah.
I have to say, Wyatt opened this in the car. He said, Mom, there's nothing in there. And I was like, you think? there's nothing in there at all? He's like, it's empty, Mom. And I was like, oh God, he spilled it in the car, whatever it is. And so I was like, hand it to me now, in my nice, loving, kind, gentle parenting voice that I'm so good at. And I shook it and I was like, I hear something, I think. So according to Wyatt, you have emptied the cupcake and there is nothing in here. And I was like, in the future, don't touch the cupcake, son.
I made sure to put mine like on the floor on the passenger side so they couldn't even get near it.
Oh, that's funny.
It was when I was giving Christie her shirts.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Christie.
Yeah. Before you open, I want to just tell the viewers that Christie's birthday is coming up, right? And we are going to do a birthday dinner.
Yes.
So this is
She's
something for the birthday dinner. Birthday dinner, this item.
Nervous, scared. Okay, we can open it.
You can open it.
Are these tattoos?
They are Christie face tattoos.
Oh, I thought they were stickers.
They're neo-realistic Christie face tattoos.
Oh, that's great. So where are we putting them?
On your face.
I don't know.
Oh
I
my
guess
gosh.
If you had a neo-realistic tattoo of somebody's face on your body, where would you put it? That's the question.
My butt cheek.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what this picture is from. It must be from my family photos.
That's a lot of hair.
I sent a few options, and I can't remember which one she went with. Family photos was an option, though. Etsy.
So we can get everything.
Yeah, because it looks like I have my extensions in this one, and that's when I had them in, was for family photos.
Right here.
There she is. Yeah, so I think we should all wear it in the location. We would have a neo-realistic tattoo on our body if we were going to get a tattoo. Where it would be.
My tramp stamp area.
That's I think that was going to be mine. I think a tramp stamp, either that or like on the calf. Because where else? I wouldn't want it on my arm. You know.
No. Yeah, no, on the leg. I think.
Put it like in the crease here, so like she could talk.
Did we each get two? I'm gonna make Steve wear one of these.
Oh yeah, give him a Christie tattoo. That's perfect. Send him the Jordan in it.
Love it. No wonder why Wyatt said nothing was in it. It was very small.
Yeah, it was small. How long do you think it would take him to notice if you did one on like the back of his leg while he was asleep? Does he sleep deep enough that you could do that? Because that would be hilarious.
I don't think so, but I might try that.
Do it like on his butt cheek. He'll never find it.
And he listens to this, so he will definitely find out.
You do it before this episode airs.
He's like, are you gonna tell everyone on your podcast tonight how I'm such a good husband and I listen to your podcast?
No.
I'm like, told
here's the plug for Steve.
Jenna that you listen.
You're so amazing, Steve.
And he said he's so on board with you guys. He's like, I'm so on board with them calling you out for being the filth monster that you are. He's like, I love it.
I feel like if you haven't changed your ways by now, and started showering more frequently than once every 11 days, it's probably not going to happen at this point in life.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It's just going to get worse.
It's not. Yes, probably.
Because like with my in-laws, when they were like
married, and then you're like, I don't have to try anymore. I'm married.
Yeah. It's probably some people's problems.
You're gonna start requiring sponge baths to clean yourself.
And know who I'm gonna put in my will for that? Christina, because I know she'll give the best sponge bath.
I'll be very thorough. It'll be the cleanest you've been in your whole life.
Probably.
Oh.
After her pink eye routine, I know she's the one to call.
No, it's
this coming week, what do we have going on?
4th of July.
Okay, I'll start. We have the 4th of July. parade tomorrow. It's my birthday week, so I just love this week so much. We'll kick it off with the 4th of July parade. And then we're going to do my birthday dinner with us. And then I'm going to do my birthday dinner with my family the next day. And then I'm going to go on a little mini birthday vacation.
How many days are you on that trip?
Just 2 nights. Nothing crazy. Jenna, how many nights did you go to Postcard?
2.
Yeah.
That was plenty. That's enough.
Yeah,
beaches
like you do
it's
the
hard
pool
with
one
the
whole
kids.
day, you do the beach one whole day, and then
Yeah,
that's it.
because you're like the kids can't carry anything. Frankie's like, I can't carry, so like you're walking out with everything. 2 days is enough.
Yeah.
So,
What do you guys have planned this week?
No plans here. I've purposefully stopped making plans in my life.
oh no. I think my big plan is to clean out and redo the playroom next week while the big kid is in camp all day. I'm just gonna throw it all away. I'm gonna have lots of trash.
That sounds like a monster undertaking.
It feels like a monster undertaking. That's why I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
So, but
Make sure you
It's gonna
drink
be
extra coffee that morning.
yeah, have some Red Bull.
All right. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Between Carlines. We hope you had a few good laughs, and we hope you join us again next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.
Bye.
Between Carlines is hosted by Miss Christie, Miss Christina, and Miss Jenna. Music by Lindsay Henderson. Edited and produced by Miss Christina. Don't forget to subscribe and check back next week for an all-new episode. Thanks for listening.